before we go any further, you know, when I started talking about this youth rally, God gave me stand out, okay? Because our youth, our high school children, well, they're not children, but they're teenagers. They have so much peer pressure that comes on them. I mean, well, even the little ones. And we as Christians need to learn to stand out and be a witness for God. We need to shine a light no matter where we are or what we're doing. We can reach people with just a smile. Just a smile. Just let them know that somebody cares. That love will finally draw them in to where they're going to want what you've got. And I'm challenging everybody in this place tonight to stand out when you go to school. Be what God has called you to be and be a light to the world.
I have grown up in church. From the time I was a little girl, I was going twice on Sundays, once on Wednesdays. And, I felt God, and I always knew He was there with me. But one thing changed. I got into high school. I've always heard, become friends with those who are not Christian, because you can bring them up. But I learned that they can bring you down faster than you can bring them up. And my worst case was a very bad relationship I got into. I was with him for about a year. And for the first couple weeks, not even months, weeks, everything was just fine. And then it got to the point to where he was trying to control everything I done. He was telling me, when I was with him, I was not allowed to wear shorts. I wasn't allowed to add guy friends on Facebook. When I was at school, I was allowed to talk to my girlfriends, and that was it. We would fight constantly, not just once a week. It was every morning during school. He would call my house and fight with my parents. And for some crazy reason, I could not get away from him. I tried. My friends prayed for me. My family prayed for me. And I kept going back to him. It got so bad when we would fight, it would end with him telling me that I was lucky enough that he would stay with me because he loved me that much. He would always tell me I was a horrible person. And it got to the point he was trying to keep me from going to work and from going to church. He kept telling me, you need to spend more time with me. Nobody loves you as much as I do. And then the next second, he would start fighting with me, calling me names, saying that nobody loved me, not even him. And it got so bad that I separated myself from everybody, even at school. And when I was at home, I stayed in my room. Sunday mornings, I honestly didn't even feel like getting up for church anymore because I knew that throughout the day, I would have to deal with him. We've been broken up for about 2 months, and even tonight, he got mad at me for coming to church. He told me, he texted me and said, you don't need to go to church. You need to come spend time with me. And I just wanted to say that if you ever get to the point where you feel like nobody wants you, nobody loves you, just know that you have your family, you have your church family. Because I don't even come to church here, but when I do, the people here make me feel like I've known them my whole life. There are people out there who will build you up instead of trying to destroy you. I could have never believed at 17 years that I would be stuck in a relationship like I was. And I just want to say, if you know somebody who is in a bad relationship like that, pray for them, because that is the best thing that you can do, and that is what they need. They need help. They don't need people coming up to you and saying, you're stupid for staying with him. You're stupid. That's the farthest thing they need, because that makes them feel like that person was right. And that's all I wanted to say tonight. Just love your church family and your friends, because they are the greatest thing that you can ever have in your life.